All right, welcome everyone to another awesome Thursday. That's right, it is Let's Talk Photography. Yes, I'm so excited because today we will be discussing tips for working with new models. Let's get to it.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.
Yes, welcome. Yes. For another episode, Let's Talk Photography. Give yourself a round of applause for finding my channel, tuning in. Feel free to post a comment. Let me know where you are watching from. I want to know what city, what state, what country, what planet for some of you. Either way, let me know in the comment section. So we have a few things to discuss. We're gonna keep it tight. We're gonna end at a hard 7 p.m. period. But right now, I want to get into before we get to what do we have first? Oh, let's get the business out the way. If you haven't already, shame on you. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook at Robert Silver-Photography. I'm on Instagram, Tickety Talk, and I won't stop, and as well as on Twitter. That's right. I'm on Twitter with Elon before he goes one-on-one in a UFC fight with Mark Zuckerberg. So go ahead and check me out on Twitter. All right. I do want to let you know I have an awesome in-person photography meetup happening on July 2nd, and it is absolutely free. That's right, it's free. Come on down. Come hang out with me. I believe even Derek might even be there. And you want to come hang out with us. Bring your camera, bring a friend, bring some gear, bring your lenses, and as well as bring your camera bag and some water. Okay. But that's July 2nd over in Mill Valley, north of San Francisco. It's going to be a great, nice hike out to a beautiful beach, as you can see in this photo. And then, we're going to do what we do, talk about cameras. All right. And FYI, tomorrow I have a new video posting tomorrow afternoon. And some of you may know, but last week I was the lead photographer for a fashion show, and I'm going to be sharing with you my experience capturing those images on that runway. So make sure tomorrow you go ahead and check out my video. All right. And I'm going to be talking about, aside from the gear I use, because I already did that in a previous video, go check out what's in my camera bag for a fashion show photography. Aside from that, I'm going to talk about my editing process, how I shot it, what it is that I look for in capturing great images down the runway, and the do's and don'ts and the mistakes I made. That's right, I made a couple of mistakes, but I share it with you. I'm not going to hide it. I share it with you in my video, Runway Photography, tomorrow. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. All right. So before we get into the photography news, I want to go ahead and introduce my, where is it? All right, there we go. My co-host here and very close friend, Derek Benton's in the house. Come on now. Yeah, brother. There he is. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got the purple light. Come on out. Hey, man, it's good to have you on.
Man, great to be on.
You know, I do feel a little sad. Some of you out there might be mad at me waving your digital fist because I could not make it last week because of that fashion show. And I was busy. That was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday situation. So all hands on deck, but I had to miss that live stream. So I apologize, folks. I really do apologize. That's bad on me. Exactly, bad on me. But we're back. We're back. We're back. So Derek, how have you been, man?
I'm kind of working through COVID and everything like that. I'm back to kind of good health, but still trying to get back into regular shape. Got to get back in the gym and whatnot. So I'm
Do
doing
you
all right.
feel like you're back like how much out of 100%?
Uh, Probably about 90%.
Okay, that's that I'll
Yeah,
take that. I'll take
yeah,
that.
I'll take 90% too.
There you go. Yeah, you
The
look
way I
much
was,
better than the last live stream. The last live stream was looked a little rough.
yeah,
You
yeah.
muscled through that one.
Yeah, I was muscling through that one for sure. I didn't even know I actually was sick at that point. I was like, okay, I was feeling bad, but I was like, oh yeah, it was. I had a little bit of a cold or whatnot, but I was like, oh nah. The
Now
next
that
day,
you look back, do you know that you were sick at that time?
still, it kind of comes kind of when I get sick, it gets kind of it's smooth. It
Uh,
goes smoothly into like sickness. It's not like I'll just hit you right in the face.
that's
So
okay.
I didn't really know. Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you're back. You definitely look better. So shout out to you. Yeah. Shout
appreciate
out
it.
to you.
I got some
Um,
color back.
you got some color back, brother. You need man. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's check out some of these here comments. All right. So Cooley, if you're seeing this, you already know you are not first for the first time. Can you believe that? Cooley actually is not first. Thanks, Derek. We got Manila Martin in the house. Hey, thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. We got Chuck in the house. Come on now.
Yep,
Yeah.
representing.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Very much appreciated, Chuck. I really you'd be amazed how I've been editing like a madman all these fashion show images, and what you folks will learn next in my next video tomorrow that I shot 40 over 4,500 photos with the Z9 and Z8 and shooting high res, of course, raw files, and then high res JPEGs at 45 megapixels. That was over 9,000 files on my damn CF Express Type B card. And I'm telling you, I'm tired of looking at photos. I'll tell you that right now.
How far? Did
And
you get?
I'm so sorry.
How far did you get?
What do you mean, like how far?
Like,
In
how
terms,
far did you get? You got that many files. How far did you get through them all?
dude, I went through them all in one day. It was just me and caffeine because I had to turn them over to the producer. I wanted her to get them
Yeah.
and shot them on Saturday, and then Sunday I just jammed it out as if my life depended on it, and then whittled it down to 400 plus photos after the 9,000, and because it was really 4,500 photos. Um, and then after that, I just freaking edited like a madman, and that's exactly what I did. It was crazy. Hey,
Sounds
oh man,
fun.
hey Vahagan, awesome. Hey, I just watched this. I just watched this video actually about Jared Poland and his Z8. So,
Mm,
Vahagan, I saw that video. I just watched it before we went live, like around 4 o'clock. So it's amazing. So if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and check out Vahagan's latest video on his channel. It was pretty cool. I watched it. RBJ's in the house. That's what. Yes, yes. And RBJ and I were going back and forth, because he's on Instagram and
mm,
he's converting all the way to Nikon and talking about the Z8 and everything else from his Canon. So, hey
man,
RBJ, thank you very much. And he actually helped inspire the topic of this live stream this week.
nice.
So yeah, because he asked me some questions. He's like, "Oh, that'd be great to talk about." And
Mm.
sure enough, freaking here we are today. Um, Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chuck. Yeah, he's loving that thing, man. RBJ, I shot 4,000 images in 2 days. Dude, I wish I did that in 2 days. I unfortunately did it in 1 evening, and, I paid for it, trust me. Dude, I've never with a CF Express Type B card, I've never saw, like, the when I'm downloading the images to my hard drive, where it says 2 hours. Never in my life, 2 hours, and the reason is because it alright, so it's 4,500 photos plus 4,500 plus photos times 2, right, JPEG RAW,
Mhm.
and that was 350 plus gigabytes worth of information, and
Jeez.
when I connected to the computer, it said I literally felt my hard drive lose a little bit of life because of how much I just sucked up. Does that make sense? And, yeah, that sucker said 2 hours, I was like, estimated time. I just left the computer. I just left the computer. Holy cow, that was
Man, hey, imagine how the memory worked when you was actually throwing the files onto the actual memory card. That's probably crazy.
dude, that's the thing, and I share it in the video, is that the buffer was awesome. Dude, the Z9 buffer was crazy because I didn't realize I put it on that stupid large JPEG and it's 45 megapixels. So I'm recording two 45 megapixels at once. And dude, I was shooting at low, high speed, 10 frames a second.
Yeah.
And I was ripping, obviously. And I never felt a buffer issue at all. And I was actually very impressed. That's how I didn't
Man,
know I'm sitting there shooting 45 megapixels on each file. So
they
shout
got to
out to
put water cooling in cameras in the future.
clearly, and a Band-Aid on my thumb for my finger, just going like this the whole time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Crack,
sure.
crack, crack. Yeah, it was crazy. Someone had a D8 10 or a D850 or something behind me, and that thing was clapping so loud with the mirror. Clack, 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 clack. It was crazy. I wanted to be
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, man, you need to buy a mirrorless." It's so loud. Um Oh, he's like, "I'm not gonna be the welcome bandwagon tonight, I'll leave that to Derek." There you go, that's what I'm talking about. And RBJ says, "I'm loving it, the camera is amazing, correction on camera brands, I was always Nikon." Oh, okay, because I know he had he added a Canon, copy that. I had the Z6, Z6 II, and D850, I sold the D850 and Z6 in 2001 to add the EOS R to the Z6 II. Got you. My mistake. That's totally my bad. There you go. So I appreciate that. And Rob, open up your wallet. Open up your wallet right now and deposit this. Thank you very much for the correction. So, all right, let's get to some the photography news. All right. We got a lot to go over and only so much time to go over it. Where is my sound? Okay, there we go. Cool. We got this. Where's my brand? Oh, yep. And here we go. All right. So clearly I pressed the wrong thing, but there we go. News. Aha. Okay. Some of you already probably got this, but I'm just gonna announce it and just share this. This is pretty cool news. DP review is here to stay. Yes. So this newsletter is as of Tuesday, June 20th. So that's just 2 days ago. And we continue to receive a lot of questions about the next what's next for the site. And we're thrilled to share the DP review has joined Gear Patrol. I don't know who the heck that is, but I guess we'll find out. Together, we'll continue on the site's journey to provide community with great content. Oh, awesome. So there are new content that you've come to expect from us. It's a natural home for the next phase in the site, and we're thrilled to see what we can accomplish at a company entirely dedicated to the product journalism. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Okay, so here we go. What will and won't change? Forum accounts will remain up and running. Okay. Newsletter subscriptions will continue to function as usual. Thus, that's how I got this newsletter. However, DP Review's term of service has been updated. So go ahead and check that out for yourself. And let's go see this Gear Patrol, because I don't know what in the hell that is. Oh, okay. Let me switch. Let me switch and put on this Gear Patrol. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Well, today is the day, my friend. Today is the day. Bam. Oh, gotta press print. There we go. So check this out. Gear Patrol. Oh, look at that. Gear Patrol acquires DP Review, a leading authority and community of digital photography from Amazon. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I guess they bought it. They took it over. And Gear Patrol and DP Review is excited to announce the acquisition of DP Review, an industry leading publication. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Damn, that's what's up. Damn. Okay.
So
So
they're gonna get
no,
like Chris Nichols back.
they bought it from Amazon. So there you go.
But Chris Nichols, they're doing their own thing, right? They're doing Petapixel, right?
Yeah, they went to Petapixel.
So now, like, even though DP Review is still here, who's staying?
I'm sure they'll figure that out later. But maybe just a journalist, maybe not the, I don't know. That's a good question. But either
Yeah,
way, it's here. That's the good part. So yeah, you can see here they do tons of gear stuff. So I guess DP Review will be all about photography stuff. So that does kind of make sense, right?
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, there you go, folks. All right. Uh, Let me go here and cancel that. And then also for our next piece of news, of course, everybody already knows this. But we're gonna regurgitate it anyway. All right. I wish somebody else was doing all this tapping. Okay, here we go. So Nikon has released a couple lenses this week. First and foremost is this 180 to 600 millimeter super telephoto lens, folks. What the
Man,
heck?
look at that thing.
I know.
That's what she
So,
said.
heyo. And she says it has much more reach and more versatility too. So there you go. So, uh, all right, we're gonna get canceled for this shit. I'll tell you that. So here's the cool thing: it has internal zoom. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
So like, don't they like when you have like longer telephoto lens? Do most of them have internal zoom, or do they go like extendo?
No, but there are some zooms obviously that are longer. That there have been some 200 to 600s where in which it does external zoom. I think like a Sigma or a Tamron.
Oh man,
So yeah, like it comes out a little bit. So, but
that's a
I just like
weatherproofing.
yeah, I can't stand those. Just my personal thing because dust and stuff could get up in there, and
Yeah.
it's more chances of yeah. I just don't want that. So I'm glad
Okay.
to hear that part. Um, let's go. Let's go. Let's look through this lens. Let's be nosy. 5.5 stops of VR. I hope so. It says they were saying in the video that you could handhold and just keep on shooting, but we'll find out. Hopefully, I could get my hands on this thing. Um, 1,995 grams. Let me see. For us American folks, let's see what the damn pounds is on that one. Let's see here. Is it going to tell us? Of course, it works at the
Two and a half
teleconverter.
pounds.
What does it say? 2.5?
Nah, I was thinking maybe like 2.5 pounds.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, well, of course,
It's
it doesn't
just,
do it. It doesn't tell us in pounds. Maybe there's like oh, here we go. Tech specs. Let's go. Tech specs. Come on, tech specs. Huh. Oh, look at that filter thread, 95. It's gonna be expensive as hell. Look at that.
yeah, those
Oh,
are
okay. So
some of the
68 ounces.
68 ounces.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me do my math here. So about 4 pounds, a little over 4 pounds
Wow.
for that thing. I mean, I like the focal range. I was actually eyeballing the 100 to 400, tell you the truth, just to have one like telephoto zoom.
Yeah.
And it's only a very small variable. Look, 5.6 to 6.3. It's only a third stop. So that's pretty cool.
So if you put that on like the Z9 or something, man,
It's over. Oh, look at the price too. Damn, that's a pretty fair price.
you're gonna need like
1700.
you're gonna need a, tripod with wheels on it and just drag that thing
Ah,
along.
well, 4 pounds, and then the Z8, it might be like 6 pounds total, right? That's really not bad for all that damn focal length. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah,
pretty good. And then again, 1700 bucks. That's cheaper than my 70 to 200.
yeah, that's not bad.
It's about 600 bucks cheaper than my 70 to 200. Uh, and to have 5.5 stops of VR, that's pretty killer.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Um, let's go ahead and check these comments. I'm sure. Oh wait, and let's talk about this next lens before we jump back into the comments. So that's pretty dope. So that is, as I said earlier, the 180 to 600 millimeter f 5.6 to 6.3 telephoto zoom.
And then you add a teleconverter on there, a 2x teleconverter, then you get
Man,
crazy amount of reach.
you're at 1200 millimeter. Jesus. But think about it though. You're gonna lose twice as much light too. You're gonna be,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and
It
it's a
better
what?
be, huh?
What is it as far as like the aperture?
Damn, you're probably gonna be at like f11 worth of light or something
Sheesh.
like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because it's two times. It's two times.
you
Yeah.
gotta shoot in the mid daylight.
Hell yeah. Like into the sun. No. Anyway, all right, let's go check out the other Nikon lens they had just released. Now, this is what we were just talking about right before we went live. All right, right here, folks. Come on now. Let's give it up for the 70 to 180 millimeter f 2.8. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody's so excited. Thank you for clapping. And then, so this was actually, I thought, a bit smart of Nikon for this. Okay, you're getting the f 2.8, so you're getting a fast lens, good for low light. For media, and they have a Trinity version of this, but it's not a S lens, right? It's not the 14 to 24, 24 to 70, 70 to 200.
Mhm.
And you can see you can see just by these photos, you don't have all those function buttons,
Yeah,
right? So they just stripped it down to bare bones, give you the focal range. Okay. I can guarantee you it's a fraction of the weight just by looking at it, but you get f 2.8. That's
it's like
that's
a kit Trinity.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. And look at the prices. Okay, so the 7200, the 70 to 180 just came out,
Mhm.
and you're saving a good $1,000, maybe 1,100. I can't remember exactly how much I bought that one for, but I believe it was around 2,300 or something like that. But either way, you're saving at least $1,000 for getting the 70 to 180 at f 2.8, and then here's your medium, like a 24 to 70 kind of situation, right?
Mhm.
Excuse me, 899. Come on now, a Nikon Z lens for 899 for this medium 3 times zoom. That's pretty good. And then here we are at 17 to 28 for 999. This is pretty solid. Now, if they were, I wonder what the if all of the front element were the same size, that would be a real win. One filter to rule them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
That
it
would.
wouldn't make it a Trinity if you had all the filter threads the same.
Well, let's. The other ones are not though. Not the other one. I don't think. I think they're 77 and 82. on the other, the other 2.8s.
Yeah,
I'm just being nosy right now, and I'm just curious on the filter thread. Can you see what I'm doing?
yeah.
Okay, let's see. It is 67.
67.
Okay, that's a light lens. That's the same filter thread as the 105 f2.8 macro prime lens in a Z, and that lens is super light. All right, so let's go back. So 67. Okay, now let's look at the medium range. See what that one is going to tell us. I'm just curious, man. You know what I mean?
Mhm. You might have to grab like a step up ring or something.
No, it's 67 too. Oh shoot.
67?
Damn. All right. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do a drum roll for the last one here,
No,
because
that's
now,
definitely 67.
yeah, if
You got to keep the cohesion.
that's really, again, kudos to Nikon, because that would be super smart to have done that. Um, ultra wide, blah 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 blah. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, 67 for the win. Oh yeah.
Yeah, keep the cohesion.
That's pretty smart. Damn. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, there you go, folks. You've seen it live. All three of these lenses, same filter thread, same size. This is an excellent trio for anybody on a budget. Even if you have a Z8 and you're like, okay, I put in all my money on a Z8, but I want some good glass. Look, you're getting fast aperture uh zoom lenses. All of them are 1,000. Okay, so you have one for 1,200 or cheaper, basically, right?
Mhm.
Same filter thread. Oh, that's a win. That's a solid win right there. So
Are they
anyway,
mostly aluminum bodies or do they got any like plastic in them?
it's probably gonna be plastic, or what
Damn.
do they call it? Teflon, nylon, plastic coat. They give it some fancy name. But hey, man, you know what? It's gonna be lightweight. They're not lying. It says it right there
Yeah.
clearly. They said it's lightweight, bright, fast zoom lenses. Affordable trio. You know what you're gonna give up, but at the
No, they
same
definitely
time,
gonna be some good lenses for that camera for sure.
yeah, any camera, whether you want a APS-C or even a Z8, I think it would be a great walk around, inexpensive lens. You could probably put all three of these lenses, and it'll feel just as heavy as one of the 70 to 200 f2.8 lens.
They could at least gave it a 70 to 200. Like why 180? That's crazy.
Because you ain't paying for it. No, I don't know. They're like,
I mean,
all
that's
right,
probably an extra element or something. I don't know.
well,
It
that's
could be
what they
some.
already have. They already have a 70-200. Why would they cannibalize that lens?
They wouldn't because it's cheaper. The other one has like metal like
It
body,
doesn't
right?
work. It doesn't work that way. Like, you would directly compete with that lens. It would cannibalize that lens. This was a smart way to go. It's like, all right, if you want the pro version, you get up to 200, you get better built quality, and you also get function buttons and stuff. It's like you got to give and take. You know what I mean?
They
Uh,
have they have Sigma versions of Fujifilm, and they're the same uh, aperture, same everything. It's just Sigma's plastic, so they're cheaper. I was just thinking about the
oh,
quality. That's the reason why. But
mm.
I didn't think they was gonna do uh, 180 or something instead of 200. They could have kept that and still kept it cheap by not by giving it plastic. 3D printed.
Yeah. I think it's also because if you're getting it for $1,000 cheaper, it isn't just a plastic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I think yeah, but yeah, I don't disagree with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Hey,
yeah.
Kevin, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. RBJ says reminds me of Paw Patrol. Yeah, I know, right? For the chillins out there, absolutely. Talking about the Gear Patrol.
Yeah.
And then good to see you all, AP Studio Photography and everyone else. That's right, Kevin. You know how we roll, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Very much appreciate it. And then many videos already out. Seems like it's gonna be an awesome lens for Nikon wildlife photographers. Yeah, that 180 to 600 millimeter I think is going to be an excellent buy. $1,700. Think about it. It's cheaper than a 70 to 200 f2.8 lens by $500-600. Are you kidding me? That's going to be excellent for anybody that wants to do wildlife, sports, photography, etc. That's a
Yeah.
great deal. That's a great deal because most of that stuff you're doing in the daytime anyway. So,
It seems like they're making lenses a little cheaper nowadays. That's cool.
oh yeah, they want you to buy some.
Yeah.
They want you to, because I, again, was just dabbling on the idea of, like, maybe I should get a lens longer than 200 millimeters, and I was looking at the 100 to 400, but then when I saw this, I'm like, "Damn, the price is actually even better. This is pretty nice." Yeah, so kudos to Nikon for that.
And
Uh,
then they can keep up with all the tech development just by
it
having plastic.
Yeah, I mean, they can still have some great internals. Exactly, Chuck. $1,700. You cannot beat it. I would love to get my hands on it, quite honestly. I would
Mm.
love to have got my hands on it for the photo hike coming up. That'd be kind of sweet, right? That'd be kind of cool. Uh, Chuck says Nikon now has two Trinities, one that's ultra affordable and the standard Nikon Trinity. I know that is awesome. That is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea. And also for those who are getting into Nikon, they don't have to feel like you have to go hard in the paint with expensive glass. They really have a really good range of affordable glass.
Mm.
24 1/8, 35 1/8, 50 1/8, 85 1/8. I mean, the 105 f2.8 is only 900 bucks. It's like um they have they have a lot of great glass for different budgets is what I'm saying. Um RBJ and I were talking about not Nikon, RF glasses and how much it costs, the Canon glass. And it's
Hmm.
like you don't see all these affordable ranges with Canon. I mean, do
Nope.
you?
Nope. I don't see it. And then they cut everybody, all the third parties out. So you basically just have to be in Nikon and buy their super expensive lenses.
Totally.
Even though that 85 is not that bad. That 85 is actually pretty nice.
No, the 85, which one?
85 1.2.
Oh, yeah. But again, now you're talking about price.
Yeah. Talking about 3 grand.
You see, 3 grand, you could get two of these lenses right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you might be able to get almost all three of these lenses for 3 grand.
Right.
So yeah, it's just not that practical. All right, let's stop this madness right here and let's get into the main event. Let me get everything going. Um, cool, 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 cool. All right, let's get ready for the main event. Cool. Let's whoa. Producers, but my producer needs to be fired. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Okay. Let's get to it, shall we? Today's going to be all about tips for working with new models, right? Derek, I know you've had that experience, and I still have that experience all the time. So let's talk about it. Let's share some war stories, shall we? First is how to find the right model. Okay. Um, there are a few ways. Let me get my screens together. How do you find a model? What's some ways that you do it?
um, when I started, it started with say like Facebook. You go on Facebook groups. You go on Instagram. You kind of just lay out a blanket. You know,
So you
uh,
do it with a post?
yeah, post, even DM them. See how they react to it, and over time, I started to you know use models that have already been talking to each other. So uh, it's a little easier now than it was before when I first started, especially being a new photographer. I think mostly it comes down to like have they seen your work, and how often you post and how much work have you done. So you
Okay.
can, it's easier
Let's
for people to actually get to it. But yeah, I understand you want to keep. Yeah,
No, 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 no. Before I don't want you to explain like the whole process because we have topics here that you're just
right.
gonna repeat yourself. But just bullet point wise, where do you find the most success to find the talent you
Instagram and
want?
Facebook. Instagram, Facebook.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you said just that. Okay, because we're gonna start with Instagram. All right, that's right, folks. Yeah. We're going to start with Instagram. Here we go. Look at that, folks. Look how fancy my technology is. You can see my screen. You can see it in all its glory of my cell phone. All right. So, uh let's go to Instagram, okay? Again, if you're not following me on Insta, oh, look at that. That's the photos I just took. Look at that of this
Right.
model. Yeah, she signed with Muse. Let me go ahead and comment. I'm so sorry.
Use management.
Yeah, she was at a model casting and I was doing the photography. Anyway, yeah, she's super tall too. Okay, so here's my Instagram. Go ahead and follow me, you naughty, naughty people. So if I'm looking for new models in my area, one of the easiest ways is I just go right here. You can see I don't look at butts. I look at exercises all day. Okay. You can tell what people looking at, that anyway. Um,
The
and I'll
algorithm.
do like Bay Area models. Okay. Let's see. Bay Area. Yeah, let's see models, right? Cool. Now, when I go here, everything that's using hashtags Bay Area models, Bay Area model is going to pop up. That's when I press accounts. And now you clearly have people who have used it or the names, or better yet, the hashtags. All right, folks, come on now. I'm helping you out here. Don't come commenting on my Instagram or anything saying, "Hey, how do you get these models if you're not taking notes?" Okay? I'm giving you the
Mhm.
juice. And my name's not OJ. All right. Hold on. There we go. That's for the awesome jokes I tell. So you can see here hashtag Bay Area models. You can put Bay Area model. That's totally separate. Whatever works for you. And then you just literally here are all the accounts that have used that hashtag, the post of those accounts that use the hashtag. And then you literally can just like, oh, okay, she's whatever, but whatever. But the point is, you might like her style. Okay. You go through, maybe go to her page, Miss Bunny. Okay. Like, oh, okay, she has something. I think her style might fit my concept. And then you go ahead and you message accordingly, not pervertedly, just accordingly. Okay, as
Right.
professional as possible.
Professional.
But let's say if I'm going to go to New York, right?
Yeah.
I would do like New York City model,
PFT.
right? Oh, did I say MIC? Hey, what city is that? Hold on. There we go. Cool. And then I'll go to tags, and then I'd press that tag right there, NYC model. And then I'd start looking through these models right here. Okay. Let's see somebody that looks, I don't know, just going through this thing. I don't see anything terribly impressive, but whatever. Let's say her. Okay. No, I don't. That's Chicago. Look at her. She's faking. Says Chicago. You see that, guys? Hold on. Okay.
I go.
So, okay, so this is obviously an Instagram model. We'll keep it pushing. But the
Yeah.
point is, you see these models here, and you're like, okay, he has a great jawline. So let's say if you want to shoot a male model. Oh, wait, this is a model agent. Okay, that's a model agent, but cool. Man, it's
They
hard.
probably
See?
tagged
You-
them. They probably tagged them in a photo so you can go
Okay,
through
here
it.
we go. It's shining. Let's say this girl here, right? You gotta do some retouching though. Her skin, that acne is not cute. So, but let's say you like her face overall, bright eyes, nice jawline, awesome. And then again, you go to her page, you look through it accordingly. You're like, okay. Yeah, I like her. Okay, let's see what we could do. And then I'd message, hey, by the way, great work. I'm going to be in town from here to here. Would you be interested in reaching out, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and that's literally what I do when I know I'm going to visit a place. I would do it maybe 3 weeks in advance or a month and just say, look, and just rinse and repeat and find another model that I might like. I might like, I don't, oh, Jesus, come on, Instagram. Okay, her, boom, right? I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like her. She looks like model material, nice long neck, great jawline, clear skin. Yeah, let me go see what's up with her. And it says Manhattan, New York. So let me go tap on her thing. 75K. So you already know she means the business. It says model up top, made in Brazil. You already know. You better come correct reaching out to her. I'm gonna tell you
I
that right now.
also see what photographers that she's worked with.
Oh, I don't care about that part because I'm worried
Uh,
about working with this photographer right here. But look at the lighting, look at her posing, look at her body, everything. And if that is something you want, it works for your concept. Again, go to her here and just message. I've gotten rejections and I've gotten plenty of yeses. So it's a numbers game, rinse and
mhm.
repeat, and just be professional. But that's one way on Instagram because models. I was at a networking event yesterday, and hold on, bro. And they used Instagram as a way of exchanging contacts, like everybody. Oh, what's your Instagram? And that's how people exchange contacts. So trust and believe it. When I'm saying use your cell phone to find them, they're using it as a source of contact. They'd rather give you your Instagram and DM each other before they're comfortable giving you their phone number in many cases. So that's why Instagram is such a fantastic way to search. Now, I'm going to give you guys another way to find the right talent. You see anything, Derek? Is there something I need to know or no?
No, I was just going through the Instagram that
Oh,
I
okay. Well, there you go. Well, that's a solid.
had.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just
So
reminded me
now,
of a few things. I had to hit somebody else back.
okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now another way to find them, as to Derek's point, Facebook. Here is another great way. Again, here's my cell phone. Okay. And we're now on my Facebook page, Robert Silver Photography. Feel free to go ahead and like my page. Thank you. All right. So here's my page. Boy, who are these two guys? Oh boy, I tell you, I got to report these two schmucks right here. Okay. Anyway, so here's my page. So same thing. Okay. You go to groups. It's just like hashtags, but I go to groups now. I go to groups. Okay. You can well, first of all, when you press groups, it goes to the groups you follow, like AP Studios group, SF Bay Area Model Photographer group, all the groups that my page follows pops up. Look at this chick. Oh boy, I tell you, there's nothing but thirsty people on here. But anyway, posting pictures.
That trap make money.
Here we go. So what I do is I go like SF. Oh, look at that. There we go. SF Bay Area Photographers. So I go to that group. I'll join it, which I already did, as you can see. And then sometimes you could just scroll through and see what the latest posts are, let's say the past day or two, and see who wants something. Hey guys, look, I'm 19. I'm looking for someone to do headshots, da 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 da, woody woo. You never know. You just go through looking for opportunities, looking for kinds of models you may want to work with, looking to build my portfolio and gain more modeling, mileage, etc. So you can, tap and see if you like her. Oh yeah, she's great body, great everything. Yeah, there you go, Derek. That might be somebody. And then and stuff like that. Now, and then obviously you reach out to them. A lot of times they ask you to reach out to them through their Instagram, but in her case, you could just probably comment down below and say, do your do, leave your website link, etc., etc. Okay. So also if you're like, let's say if you're in LA models and photographers. Okay. And it wait a minute. Why is it showing San Francisco? Oh, because I'm searching inside of that group. My bad. There we go. LA models. Oops. Okay, so here we go. So you can see a few groups right here. Models in LA. Where's a bigger one? LA hip hop? No, let's stay away from that. Models and photographers in Los Angeles. There's a bigger one. Let me go to my regular page because I have a lot more on there. Go here. Los Angeles. There we go. Boom. Here we go. 2.7K. There you go. So you see some activity. And again, same thing. You start scrolling through. If you see someone you like, obviously reach out. A lot of them are looking to build their portfolio as well. So don't feel intimidated. And then
Some
you read
nice
and then you
fine art photos in there.
yeah, like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where's another one? I saw another one. But I
There's a at the top.
was at the top.
Down one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that one, huh?
Yeah.
That one there? Yeah, that
Yep.
one's nice.
That's a good one.
And then again, you reach out to them. Let's say it's where'd that girl go? Let's say it's her, and you're like, oh man, I really like her stuff, right? I always go to their page and just see, check them out, check out their vibe. Okay, she's posting, she's doing stuff. And then who the hell is she? Is she a photographer? Anyway, so
Like
that's
it.
another thing. She could have been the photographer for all I know, because it's a
Yeah.
lot of different faces. But either way, and then or you could just straight up post. You can make a post right here. Help me get better, please. Okay. All right. And you go post and say, hey, models, come hit me up. Let's do it. So, and then this is where I would put my concept and etc. What I plan on doing. But that's what I would do. And then say whether it's a TFP, a trade shoot, or a paid shoot. You definitely want to be very explicit about that. Okay. But those are two ways where in which I use Instagram and Facebook to find the right talent. Like you, Derek, those are the two I find the most easiest.
Yeah.
Uh, Instagram's number one, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. That's where people are almost in general. Anyway, that and TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok, absolutely. And also, I noticed that when your photos are liked, like sometimes they'll comment on the photo itself. Oh, and then DM you about, I love that photo. What's your availability and stuff like that too. So sometimes a great way to find a model is just by producing great work that they want to be a part of, right? If
Right.
you create the styling, lighting, obviously editing, and your just work just looks great, that will attract the models as well. So really be careful about what you put out there to the world if that's what you want to do, and also as obviously you reinforce it on your website. So let's check out some of these here comments, shall we? Let's get to these comments. Boom, RBJ. Okay, he says no problem. Okay, okay, that was a little while back. Let's get to boopity boop boop. I thought oh, okay. Rakesh, thank you for checking on in, man. Really appreciate it. And oh, okay. All right, Chuck. We'll see you soon enough. Thank you for even stopping by. We really appreciate it. Get what you need. He's probably picking up M&Ms. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's picking up
He's,
some M&Ms.
he's
Yeah,
putting it in the storage. He's got like shells of them.
exactly. The family. He gets the that Costco brand family
Oh
pack
yeah,
size
the family pack for sure.
for real. I feel like this is content no one else teaches. Thanks for this. Thanks, Manila. And that's exactly why I wanted to do this, is to obviously content that you can take away from. But this is really because of RBJ's fault. Okay, so shout out to RBJ for asking me questions on Instagram. We were DMing back and forth, and he asked this question about finding the right model. How do I get my model, etc. He was complimenting on a model I was recently working with, and then I was like, that would be a great topic. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Do it. And then that's how I came up with this topic, was because of RBJ. So thank you very much. Okay, RBJ. Yeah, thanks a lot. Anyway, so I'm glad you appreciate it, Martin. Is that, oh yeah, you already know. You already know, J Rod.
Oh yeah!
And I just saw whose documentary did I see? Was it Macho Man? I think it was. I thought I saw Macho Man, and I saw the Warrior documentary. I gotta watch those. I think they're on Hulu.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
Ultimate
yeah.
Warrior.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen about half of it. I'm not a
Oh,
big
did
fan.
okay. I want to see Macho Man's though, just because he's like, oh yeah. I just love the way he talks, and I'm gonna rip you apart. Oh yeah. He was pretty cool though. Anyway, shout out to Macho Man Randy Savage. Hey J Rod, thanks for tuning in. Um, great info, Ted. There you go. Hey man, as long as it's a takeaway and you appreciate it, that's what it's about. Far from done. And Mozman comes in. Aloha, folks. Aloha. What the heck? He must be tuning in from Hawaii, lucky son of a
Man,
gun.
he's all over.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. My life seems very boring all of a sudden. Um, J Rod says, are birds considered models? Well, you know what? Many animals have their own Instagram account, man. So it's not too far off nowadays.
Yeah,
You ever see dogs have accounts?
yeah.
Uh,
They got
ponies.
easy management that's like that just comes to them.
I just followed this kid. He's like 5 or 6 years old. He's a cute kid and he's super positive.
Yeah,
And his mom just handles the account. And I'm like, how the hell? And he's had a trillion billion followers. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I'm like, I just wanna pack my shit up and go. You know what I mean? All
Until
of
he
a
gets
sudden,
older.
I gotta be 6 years old with a cute pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, me trying to help people with photography is not winning. So sorry, guys. All right. All right. So, and he just, he was doing, the little kid was doing push-ups that were just absolutely atrocious, but his determination was so inspirational though, in a sense. He's like, yeah, you see that? He's like, he's fearless. Anyway, I'm like, you son of a gun. No wonder he's popular. Anyway, all right. Luke says, hey, Robert, everyone in the chat, thank you very much, Luke. Very much for thank you for tuning in. So let's get back. I made all these. How did I? Well, not chat. I did chat. We need banner. There we go. I got all these hotkeys now. I'm trying to remember the letters. All right, let's get to the next topic at hand. Did some of that make sense? What I was talking about earlier, or no? What do you think?
No, for sure. Not a lot of people. One thing is, if you're not looking on all the platforms, you're not really looking. Like
That's that's a good
if you're
point.
not looking for your actual like model, like you want some models, even though they're saying like, oh yeah, you gotta pay, you gotta pay. There's hella models out there that want to be uh, noticed. They want to be shown that they can actually work. If you got a little bit of knowledge on the game, you can actually help them. Robert, he has a lot of knowledge on the game. He's got a lot of models that look up to him that can help that help them get into where they need to go. So
Mhm.
like just get out there and get people to shoot with you. You want to grow? Does she want to grow? Like y'all gotta say something.
Yeah, the model. Trust me, there's tons of models that want that photographer just as much as you're looking for the right model, and they're hungry. They don't know
Yeah,
where to start a lot of the time, so don't feel like um they're so experienced and don't be intimidated, right, by them. They're hungry, you're hungry, work together and then deliver. But we're going to talk about that in the next couple of steps. So this next step, brother, we're going to be talking about now that we found the model, how do we reach out to them? What are the do's and don'ts of reaching out to a model? Now, before we go there, I do want to let you know I do have. Let me see if I can pull this thing up fast enough. Let's see if I am that damn good. Okay. But I have a video I actually did a while back with Nia, Lake
Mhm.
Maricadas, and reaching. Oh, no, no. Reach. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. So let me just share the screen. because again, my producer's asleep, so I got to do everything. So this next topic is reaching out to models, but I do want to let you know on my YouTube channel, folks, come on now, make sure you subscribe. I actually have a video on how to reach out to models for a photo shoot. That's right. I know. I thought ahead. And I am cross promoting my other videos because that's what I'm doing. So right here, I explained it with an agency model. She helped co-host, and it's how to reach out to models for a photo shoot. We give our opinions, etc., etc., etc. Feel free to go head on over to my YouTube channel and check it out for yourself later on after this live stream, okay? Not before. All right. Right now, you're stuck with me. Cool. So with that said, let me exit that. I just wanted to let people know about that there until they just stuck with me. So reaching out to models. First and foremost, have a game plan. Have a game plan. Know what you want to do. The worst thing you can do is say, okay, would you want to shoot? Sure, I want to shoot. Okay, great. What would you like to do? No, they don't want to hear that. Trust me. They would like to know that you at least have some sort of idea or concept in mind already, and you're just finding the right model to fit that idea and concept. All right. So one easy way to help explain this concept and idea would be through Pinterest. Let me pull that up. There we go. Pinterest.com. All right, cool. I don't have to log in. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and share that screen. Dude, I'm giving like a mini tutorial right now. Okay, here we go. Present. Here we are, folks. Check this out. All right, check this out. Right here. Here's my Pinterest. And then I make a board. Here are some boards I've made. Street women's wear. Let's just say this. So I make street women's wear board, and then I pin a bunch of photos that correspond with the idea I have. When I have this becomes my mood board. This may be the wardrobe. You could put up photos that also represent some of the hair you want or makeup or whatever it is. I'd like this. I'd like that. I want the sneakers. I want them cute like this. Blah, 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 however it is you want to do. And then obviously there's more related photos down here that you could add to the board by pinning it. That's what they call it. And then when I have it all together, I go press share, copy link, and then I text it to the model. And that is an easy, fail-safe way for you to visually communicate your vision to your creative team, meaning makeup artist, hairstylist, if you have that, wardrobe consultant, if you have that, or at least this new model you're reaching out to. Now, this sends a clear signal to the model that you're in control, that you've got this going. Cool. All I need to do is show up. Make it dumb easy for them to be a part of your project so that there's less of a chance for them to say no. Okay. You don't want that. So that's why I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the juice. So go to Pinterest, create your account, which is free 99. All right. That's right. Free 99. And create yourself some mood boards. Whenever you see inspirational pics, create a bunch of them. Even if you don't have the model lined up, you should be creating concepts. Again, here's mine. I have where is it? Flower photo shoot. This is one that I did with another model. At least the idea implied. Here are some posing ones: lingerie for boudoir, black and white photos, like just whatever it is, fitness photography. Like just create inspiration, and then therefore, when you find the right model that may fit that one particular set of inspiration. RBG lighting, which I used for that RGB lighting video that I have up. It's called The Lessons I Learned Shooting RGB Lighting in the Studio. So go check that video out. Either way, I use Pinterest all the time. The more prepared that hold on, let me close this. The more prepared you are at the beginning of your initial communication with the model, the more secure they're going to feel that you got it together. You're not just another guy with a camera or gal. You want to have your together. And this is one easy way that costs you nothing but a few minutes of gathering your thoughts and then finding the right model to match that concept. It's more frustrating to find the model and then you're hemming and humming, twiddling your thumbs, going back and forth. How about this idea? How about that? How about this? No, here's the concept. I think you'd be great for it. And then it also lets them feel a little special because if you already have the concept and you're like, I'm reaching out to you because I have this amazing concept, I think it's awesome. They're going to feel even more special, more unique, and therefore more willing to be a part of the project. They're going to be excited, like, oh my God, okay, he has this concept and he saw me and he literally thinks I'm the one that will best fit this idea. Oh, come on. That's the whole point. It's got to be a give and take in this. You need photos with the model needs photos from you. It's a give and take. It's a natural symbiotic relationship. So make them feel a little extra, especially if you're doing a trade shoot and they got to come drive to you and vice versa. But if she's the right look or he's the right look for your shoot, you want to make them feel good and excited before they even show up to your shoot. And then therefore all good positive vibes are going to be going down. Derek, how do you reach out to models?
Facebook and Instagram. Are you talking about
I'm
as
saying
far as like
after
the
reaching out to
initial?
them, like actually, yeah, like okay, you found them on
Yeah,
Facebook. Yeah, okay, go
that's
for it.
exactly what I do. I have my concept already pretty much like written down. Like I have it all in my notebook. I even have my Pinterest. I also have an app called Melanote, which I put all my concepts and stuff like that in particular order, and I can actually put it in. I can actually share it with other models. They can go through. They can like press like questions if I have questions for them, and like you can select different kind of like three selections, and they can pick through those selections. It's real nice to use, but yeah, you definitely got to have all your stuff in line before you talk to your model, or at least the model that you want to work with.
Got to do your homework. Got to do
Yeah.
the homework. 100%. I can't agree with you more. And I know it saved me many of times. And also it helps you to just stay organized. Like, yeah.
Save time.
I'm so sorry.
It
Saves
saves
time.
time. Yeah, you're not
Absolutely.
out there shooting thousand thousand photos. You're out there. You know what you want, and you told them what you want,
Yeah.
and y'all both had a mutual understanding of what you wanted. So it's like, oh yeah, say if you wanted an hour, we got an hour. I ain't going over or less. You know.
No, 100%. I think you're absolutely right. It gives us a North Star where we need to focus. Like, this is where we're heading to. And
Yeah.
if you created those set of images that are close to the inspiration you're going for, then you
Mhm.
nailed it. You know, it's a win.
Yeah.
Um, hold on one second. Let me get back to this. Awesome. So, okay. So, that's for reaching out to models. Obviously, one thing in reaching out to models, aside from the concept, is whether it's paid or not. Let that be known upfront, initial email or message, whether it's paid or not. Um, some models just want to get paid. No, hey,
Mhm.
no shade. I get it. But what's worse is if you go through all the hype of the concept, the idea, the location, what time of the week, and you guys are all getting pumped, and all of a sudden a day or two later, you're like, "Oh, is this paid or not?" And then all of a sudden, all the air of your balloon's just been deflated. It
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? So I think I've had that happen once or twice, but either way, initially let it be known that it will be or won't be paid, and it gives them the right to say yes or no,
Hmm.
right? But and then on your end, even if it's not paid, but you plan to take care of, let's say, gas or etc., and then have it in writing. This is one way to kind of back it up. Oh, I thought we said this. No, actually, we said X. And that's a good way to kind of hold each other accountable because sometimes well, you kind of need it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's check out these comments right here. Okay, J Rod comes in. What's the going rate per model for a per hour for a model? That's a great question. I've seen anything from $100 to $150. Like,
I think it's about like $150.
yeah,
Yeah.
$100 to $150 is a pretty fair price. I helped Venusa get a client, and they paid her 250. I think it
Mhm.
was like 2 hours for 250, and but nonetheless, expect 100 to 150 for sure. One way. Oh, some of you may already know. Let me pull this thing up. Actually, let me pull this up. Here we go. Here's another way to reach out and find models too. Is Model Mayhem. Okay, it's an old school way because now they charge you for everything, but it is a source for you to find and search for models in your local area. Okay, and then you can see in their profile. Let's say we go to her. Oh no, that's a photographer. Duh. Um,
Model management too.
hold on, brother. I just want to show a an example. So you could say here, look, paid assignments only, right? So like you could find out like using this site whether they do trade or not, or they do both. She clearly says paid assignments only because she must be absolutely phenomenal, whatever. But the point is, they have the right to ask that, and you can find out for yourself.
Absolutely.
Obviously, on Instagram and Facebook, you can't find that, but you can ask that up front. There's no shame in the game, but just know what the going rate may be. Okay, Jay. So 100 to 150 bucks. That's why you want to have all your ducks in a row. Have your concept ready, because if you're spending that money and you're like, all right, I got enough for 1 hour. Well, you better make that 1 hour count. And
Mhm.
what concept you could actually pull off in the amount of time you have the budget for. Okay. Rakesh comes in. The Nikon 28 to 75 2.8 is 650 in Nikon refurbished page. Damn, that's pretty good. Right? 3 times 650. Okay. Um the 200 to 600 F mount is 799 refurbished. Damn, that is pretty good. Jiminy Crickets. Okay. That's a pretty good, well, you can't beat that price. That's for sure. I don't feel like spending money now. That Z8's killing me. I ain't gonna lie. That was a dent. You know what I mean?
Uh,
I like my models to be inanimate. Oh, okay. So you like shooting products, I guess, stuff like that. That's pretty much your model. Hey, man, whatever works for you, or a mannequin, whatever, whatever gets you going, brother.
mhm.
But the in my case, I do portraits, fashion, beauty. So this is something that comes up all the time, and I just want to help you all. How can I say? Prepare yourself so that you don't come off looking like a fool when you're reaching out to these gorgeous models, because they understand their value is their beauty.
Yeah.
So come correct. Just come correct. They already know what they can give you, which is a pretty face. All right. So the more correct you come, the more professional you come off. And then all of a sudden they start seeing you on the same level as they see themselves. Then it's like a fair trade.
Yeah.
Does that, you know what I mean, Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
You know,
you're looking to make sure both of you are looking good at that point.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not like she's doing me a favor. We're doing each other a favor,
Right.
you know? So let's go ahead over here. Look at that. We're actually, who would have thought, Derek? We're actually on time.
Yes, sir.
Very scary moment indeed. All right.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? I know the world's gonna stop turning. All right. So the next thing. So first, we I showed you how to find the right talent. Next is reaching out to the models, right? Some tips on to reaching out to them, how to get your concept together, what to make sure not to forget, whether it's paid or not. Make sure not to forget uh, that, as well as know roughly what day of the week you may want to shoot. Um, how long it would take. Oh, just be a 2-hour shoot, etc. All these things they're going to ask. So it's just best to have all that info up front when you're reaching out to them. Now that we reach out to them, let's talk about during the photo shoot itself, shall we? Let's get to it. Okay. Gosh, my voice is. You know what? Am I yelling? You know what? Maybe I am. I'm pretty loud, aren't I? I feel it like right here. All right. Um, you must learn to lead. Okay. Let me say it again. You must learn to lead. Now, what do I mean by that? In my portrait photography courses, workshops, I should say, um, I always say you're no longer a photographer, you're now a director. I think I've shared that with you, Derek.
Yeah.
And you got to put on your director's hat. You're in charge of the entire big picture. Okay. I came up with that because when I'm doing filmmaking, the lead photographer is the director of photography, the DP. He's the
Hmm.
boss. He may have a camera op and whoever else, a camera operator, etc. But they all are doing what he needs to be done. So I said, huh. And so I reverse engineer. I was like, okay, so if he's the boss, what is it he's in charge of, or she, right? Oh, and then I started breaking it down. I said, oh, he's the head fool in charge on set in terms of the photography. And I said, why don't I see myself that way in editorial photography? Because I'm the one reaching out to the stylist, coordinating the dates, location, makeup
Hmm.
artist, talking to the model. And all of a sudden, wait a minute. If I was just a photographer, I would just show up and shoot.
Right.
Now that might be the case if there was a creative director. The creative director would be the producer of the shoot, and then they just
Hmm.
hire me to come up and shoot it, right?
Right.
And that's it. But many times we're more or less the director of photography on our shoots. We're doing this, we're organizing that. So much work is done before we even show up that you have to do yourself. Emailing, group text, all this crap, getting a hairstylist. Oh, hairstylist drop. We got to get somebody else. And you're doing all this heavy lifting that has nothing to do with you actually taking a photo. So that's why I want people to have that concept. If you really want to be effective in portrait photography, especially fashion and beauty work, think of yourself more as a director, not a photographer. Second thing is you'll be less replaceable. If you're able to do that, handle it well, manage all that madness, you're less
Yeah.
likely to be a replaced commodity versus anybody who takes a damn photo,
Right.
right? You have skills, you have a network, you know what to do, you can handle the pressure. And so that's why I said you must learn to lead. Even like when we work together, Derek, um, I hope that even when things go wrong, I've had things go wrong tons of times, and that I can keep my cool. We'll figure out a problem, we'll execute, move forward, and then it is what it is. And that comes from experience and learning that I must lead. And lead means keep my cool, etc. You remember the shoot we did and we ran out of battery and we're like,
Yeah.
oh man, what do we got? And we made it happen. And the customer never even hinted at our issue, but we were busy giggling and worrying. So um, so with that said,
You've been pretty consistent at it too. If you stay consistent at it, people like if you have like an assistant, uh, they know exactly what you want, like what you need. Like you say, hey,
exactly.
I need so and so. I was like, I already know what you want. Like
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
been
yeah.
working for a while, so like I already know what I need to set it up over here. I need to set it up over there. It's already done.
And that's why the client never suspected anything. But at the
Nope.
same time, you know, that's excuse me. Let me digress. So that's why it's really important for all of you to learn how to lead. You're not just a photographer. Stop that mentality. You're about to be a lot of us are going to be replaced by AI real quick. If you're trying to make this an income, AI is on our tail. You need to become valuable part of the creative team. And as a photographer, you need to be more than a photographer. And as I said in my previous live stream, photography alone will no longer cut it. You got to be a director, the big picture person. You're the
Hmm.
one they come to for the idea, direction, etc. Now, not to be a dictator, but you want to be a director. Okay. Gather an input, take everybody's perspective, and then you execute on the decision. Everybody deals with it, but they're all going to come to you. I get texts all sorts of times about all sorts of crap before a big project. And guess what? I rather hear it. And I know it's my job to answer those texts, but that makes them more prepared on the day of the shoot. I'm going to answer that text. It is what it is. So, learn to lead, learn to be more than just a photographer when you're dealing with multiple talent, model, hairstylist, makeup artist, wardrobe consultant, your assistant. That's 5 right there. Excuse me. That's 5 people you have to constantly motivate, inspire, direct, lead, and coach. So just being a photographer is not gonna cut it. That's for sure. Absolutely not. Let's take a look at some comments there. I see your eyes looking down, Derek. All right, let's take a look. J Rod comes in. Don't tell the models about the Z9 auto capture. Might kill some jobs.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Yeah, that auto capture is pretty awesome. I gotta do a review on that auto capture.
Hey, we didn't use it.
Huh?
We didn't use it.
We didn't use it. No, 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 no. But I do want to test it out though. I really want to do a test just to see it like take my picture as I enter the frame, you know? Um and it does video too, so that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's good for I mean, self portraits.
Or if
Look
I
like
want to record video at 2 angles, like soon as I walk in the frame it starts recording. That'd be pretty cool without
we're
me
gonna have a double exposure video.
you could do that, but that'd be double exposure video? The hell I want that. Oh man, no. All right, so then we also have Kevin coming in. All jokes aside, this is good info. Oh, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I'm glad, Kevin, because I wasn't sure how it would resonate, and I live by this. I really do. Derek knows him and I live by it, quite honestly. And we're always calling each other every couple of days, ranting about something new when it comes to being a portrait photographer. And everything I'm telling you folks, what I'm sharing with you right now should be taught at WPPI. Like I could teach a course on this so easily. And it's the fundamental things that help you to not only gain more confidence, but gain more competence and then dope photo shoots. You see where I got that, right? Gain more anyway, J-Rod comes in. I might check with some local photographers to see if they would like a free second shooter. That's a hold on. That's phenomenal. That's what I'm talking about. Where's my that is a fantastic way to gain experience. Um, quite honestly, that's how Derek and I became friends. So, it works real
Yeah.
quick. And I think that's a great way to show how valuable of an assistant you can be. Because a lot of times I get inquiries a lot. Someone right now is busy messaging me every other day, and I love her tenacity. But I'm like, "Where's your work? Don't have the work," and I'm just like, you know what? I need to do a. Hold on, let me write this down. How to be the best second photographer. Derek, don't miss that live stream, okay? All right, because I'm sure you could teach some people some stuff. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great video because I get that inquiry, dude. I get it way more than I'm humbled, but at the same time, I'm like, you're not ready to ask me how to be an awesome assistant photographer. I think that's gonna be a great topic. Come on, folks. You know that's gonna be a great topic. You know it's gonna be a great topic because that's gonna be such a great topic. You should be hold on, I'll tell you what you should be in a second. You should be smashing that damn like,
Yeah, hit
share,
that
and
like
subscribe
button.
to my channel. Yeah, come on, folks. You know you should be smashing that like. That's such a great topic. So we're gonna be talking about that. I think that's a good topic, right, Derek?
Yeah,
I
that
think
is a good topic. I
yeah, because
think like we were saying, like I think it was another couple streams ago. You should always have
uh-huh.
like a mentor or somebody that's like more knowledgeable, and then you should have somebody under you that is, you know, trying to work their way into it, so that way you can actually learn something.
I learned so much from you because I have to be on my toes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, he's right. And then there are plenty of times I have to eat my own words, and I learned something from you. And which keeps us both on our feet, keeps us young in terms of our elasticity in our mind. We don't know it all. And we both elevate. So I think that's great.
Growth.
Absolutely. So let me get back to this here. Cool. Make sure, folks, come on now, follow Derek on Instagram at Derek Benton Photography. He's working hard out here.
Oh
And
man, I've been a little like I said, I was under the weather for the last week or two, so like I'm getting back into it. You gonna see
oh
me
well,
posting a lot more.
that's really good to hear because of J Rod, and this for
Yeah.
you too, Derek. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
appreciate
I
it.
think that is my number one sound effect. People love the Randy Savage, man. That's awesome. I'm gonna look for some other. Oh, maybe I should look for a Hulk Hogan one. That'd be cool. Yeah, brother. You know.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, yeah, or The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It
Can you
doesn't
feel the
matter
rock?
what you think. Remember that one?
It doesn't matter.
What you think? I should get that one just to play with people. Anyway, I don't wanna be rude, just wanna have fun. So remember, folks, you must learn to lead from the front. That means having your stuff together. That's why I did this in order. I did this in order because it matters. What did I start with? I started with how to find the talent. I showed you how I do it. How you could do it, and it's all free 99, easy, or all it's awesome access for you to be able to reach out to these models. Then once you found the models, I shared with you some quick tips on making sure you're prepared when reaching out to the models. Number 3, once you did that, now you found the model, you reached out to them, they're ready to shoot, you're ready to get ready for the set, or at least to be on set to shoot or location, then you must learn to lead from the front. You're the director of this project, not just a photographer. A director hires a photographer. Okay. Director's the boss. You're the boss. You got to put that boss hat on and then look at your project overall. What team members that are needed for you to be able to pull off said concept? You don't know what that concept is if you didn't do step number 2, which is putting together that Pinterest board when you're reaching out to them. But you already did because you listened to this damn live stream. So therefore, now you must learn from the you must learn to lead from the front. And if you're putting together your Pinterest, you're doing the right thing. You're looking for the models to match your concept, not a model and then thinking of a concept. Then you're already learning to lead from the front. And that leads us now. We're on set. Everybody's enjoying themselves. Let's head to the last thing I want to talk about, which is posing tips. Yeah. I know. I know. It's so simple, but not at the same
Right.
time. Okay. Um, I wanted to talk about posing because hold on, let me see if I can I want to pull up um some photos I took of some new models. Venusa is new. Should I pull up her? People ain't she doesn't look new the way she poses, but damn it,
No,
she's new.
she caught on like really quickly.
She did catch on. Okay. But I'm gonna pull hers up anyway, okay? Bumpity bumpity bup. Oh, and I have oh, you know what? Can I pull up that window? Damn, I'm gonna try to pull up 2 windows for you guys. You guys, it's a lucky evening. I'm gonna pull up 2 windows. Here we go. First is here's one of my muses. Her name is Venusa. uh, Okay. And this is one of our earlier shoots. She just started doing photography this year. Excuse me, about 9 months ago. So within a year ago, quite honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
But she caught on extremely quick. She ain't playing.
yeah, yeah.
But I just want to go over poses and what we did together. These are JPEGs, by the way. I shot raw, but Lightroom didn't do Lumix S5 Mark II raw files at the time, so I just edited
Mhm.
and delivered JPEGs. They came out great though.
They did,
Um,
especially if you
uh,
shoot it right the first time. JPEG's just hard to mess with.
yes, yeah. Anyway, long story, but yes, this case it was very easy.
Mm,
But so you can see what I first of all, when I'm taking photos, I'm thinking about shooting in threes. Remember, Derek, shooting in threes.
mhm.
And what is shooting in threes, Derek? Come on now, help me out.
Long, medium, close.
Exactly. Wide, medium, and close-up shots. Okay. Here's our wide. Here's our medium, right? And then there's our close up right there. So you always trying to make sure that you're going for that. And I always make sure I shoot in threes for each outfit. Now you can have variations, but just make sure you have those set threes when you're shooting. Okay. So in the studio, I have sitting, I have up, I have standing, etc. Now, when you're framing your shot and the poses, make sure you don't cut off at the joints. Don't cut off right at her waist where her hand is. Okay. Don't cut off by her toes. Okay. See here, it's cropped, but it's not at her ankle.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's how I had it. Now, I love the looking off the camera frame for a pose. It's always easy. And um I have them look into the frame, I mean, into the lens, and then I have them look right past my shoulder, camera left or camera right, and it gives a nice different look. Okay.
Mhm.
That is one tip right there. I'm going to tell you right now. You look at camera, look right off camera. Boom. You see what I'm saying? It hold on, let me see if you can see my ugly mug. You're looking right into the camera, look right off camera. And that's it. Boom. I just gave you two photos. Here's another two photos for posing. Mouth closed, mouth open. And all you gotta do is tell the model to breathe in. 1, 2, breathe in, and then now give them that natural open mouth look. Okay? Not like, "Ah!" unless there's,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th behind them, but just a natural breathing through the mouth look. That's another pose. So mouth closed, breathing in. That's pose number 2. Here's a third pose. Third pose is very easy, which is oh, when they breathe, shoot, I'm trying to describe it. It's basically I want to see teeth, but it's not like so I don't
Yeah.
want that. But it's like breathing through the mouth, but like you can see the teeth. You know what? I have to come back to you on that so I don't look like an idiot trying to show it to you. But I just gave you. But so far, that's 4 poses: looking directly into the camera, looking right off camera.
Mhm.
Okay, that's 2. Mouth closed, mouth open. That's 3. Okay. I mean, that's 4. Excuse me. Copy. I got to keep up with numbers. Clearly, I'm a photographer, not a mathematician here. All right. Now, here's another one. Um, when one arm, and I learned this from Tyra Banks from America's Next Top Model. That's right. I said it. All right. I said it. America's Next Top Model. I actually watched every damn season of that stupid show. But there were so many little nuggets of tips, photography tips, editorial tips in between the drama.
Yeah.
So here's one easy one. If one arm is bent, one arm is straight or semi straight. Okay, they're not both bent. But if one arm is straight and one arm is here, let me show you some photos. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. These clearly both arms are straight. But okay, here's to this point. I'm not gonna have it both at the same height. So I had her lean more on her left side. Oh, excuse me, my mic. Lean her more on her left side, right shoulder up, right hand is up higher than the left. And that's to the same point. If one arm is straight, one arm is bent. If one leg is straight, one leg is bent. If sometimes I want them to be very symmetrical and strong. That gives her a very strong, domineering pose. But sometimes I just have her relax a little bit and own it and lean into it. And that's the other thing. So if one is up, one is down. So just think of that. Let me show you some. Let me get up. Let me get to my portraits. Here we go. You guys see this, right, Derek? You see this?
Yeah. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
you got it's on your face.
It's still on my face?
Yeah.
Oh, that's clearly why you're not getting what the hell I'm saying. No. Here you go, brother.
There you go.
Cool. And then where is my screen? Can we just All right, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, you learn something new every day with these damn features. Okay, so you can see here, one arm is straight out, one arm is back, one leg is bent more, one is a little bit longer. Here we go. One arm is up, one arm is down. And I'm creating angles, everyone. Look, I'm creating angles, triangle, right? Here we go, lines. I'm creating angles and lines. It's all mathematics. I swear to God, that's what your brain is looking for. It's looking for those patterns. So if you're creating and posing to create those mathematical patterns, you will be creating images that are visually pleasing to the mind, not just the eye, to the mind. And people, oh, that's a well balanced photo because your composition is tight. You see here, she's on the lower part, rule of thirds going on here. And even though there's a lot of negative space up here, it's actually interesting because it's this bench creates it's color. It's color. It's all colored up here while it's a very muted tone, very well balanced. She's camera left a little bit. Okay, here we go. Look, one arm straight, one arm bent, one leg more straight, one leg bent. Not to say that you can't have everything bent and straight at the same bent at the same time. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you some quick tips. Here we go. If both our arms were down, it would look a little odd. But in this case, there's some action, some movement, some drama, and she's looking off to the camera, one arm straight, one leg bent. Even here, she's pushing off more on this toe. Can you see my arrow or no?
Um,
No? Okay. She's pushing
uh,
off to the toe, her right
just
toe.
barely. I could see
Okay.
it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, you seen a little bit, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. It's all good. Her right foot, her left foot, excuse me, on the camera right, she's pushing more off on her toe, bending that knee more than the other one, which is straight. Okay. Here's a great way where it's more, is it symmetrical? What's the same? Symmetrical, right? So here
Yeah.
we are here where it's again, very strong pose for a guy. Perfect. Shoulders are straight, arms are even the same, everything's the same. It's a very strong, domineering pose, filling the frame. Here we go. One arm bent, one arm straight. Again, what did I say? Look off to the camera. Look off the camera. Don't always look into the camera. Here we go. This is a corporate headshot. So this is directly right into the camera. So this is a very balanced headshot. Here we go here. One arm straight, one arm bent. Boom. And guess what? She looks tall. She's really not. And look how I cropped it. Right below her kneecap, right there. And then I fill the frame with these other objects in here. This negative space is filled up with these three. All right. And the Dutch tilt action. Here we go. One arm straight, one arm bent. You see the math? This shoulder's up higher than this shoulder. Her left shoulder is higher than her right. Okay. Uh-oh. Hey-oh. And this was more artistic, so you can break some
Yeah.
rules. All right, here we go with the leg. One leg is straight, one leg is bent, one shoulder's higher than the other. Okay. That's just he's an actor, so I just like his headshot. So these you can see are pretty strong and pretty straightforward for being he's an author. Here we go. Even though they're both bent, I have one higher than the other. And again, I'm going for angles. I'm going for lines and angles. Look beyond your photo to why an image is visually pleasing. And it's not just because of the model. A lot of time people default to say, wow, what a great photo because it's a hot model. But really, it's composition. And part of that composition is all this mathematical reasons why your brain likes looking at a photo.
Yeah. How is your model or subject interacting with everything else that's around them? They're not just stuck
Exactly.
in the middle of the photo and nothing else really matters. Everything matters in that photo.
Totally. No, no, absolutely. Everything matters in that photo. 100%. Um, like that photo I showed that girl sitting on a bench. Yeah, there's a lot of negative space up top, but it's actually the color in the back that kind of fills it up because the brick starts getting more colorful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do we have any questions? Let's see here. Derek, if you ever see questions, bro, just let me know. You know what I mean? Um,
Just, mostly
it's
the
okay.
people just kind of interacting with each other, you know.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that. People are just dang. Wayne's just waking up. Thank you, Wayne, for coming on in. That's crazy. Okay, that's what's up. It's 6:30 over here. Okay, folks are just hanging out. Cool, 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 cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Chuck, as Chuck just said, exactly. This is why composition is what
Okay.
can. That's right, baby. Low perspective equals
Get that
power.
merch.
Absolutely.
Get
Huh?
that merch. Get that
Get
merch.
that. Come on now, folks. Get that. You already know. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. Right now, you can get yourself Composition is King t-shirt at the link in my description section down below. Use KING10 to get yourself 10% off. That's right. Can you believe it? I am actually doing that. And I live by those words. Composition is king, folks. Composition is king. It really is. So, how do I get this thing back onto my let's see how I could get this thing back on there. Oh, it won't like oh, no, 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 no. Oh, there we go, Derek. All these hotkeys, man. I'm trying to memorize them all.
You had
All right.
some note flips, kind of set them to the side.
So here we go again, right? One arm straight, one arm is bent. Again, look at the leg position. Even though they're both bent, I have one sitting to the side and one straight up. So it's like I'm always trying to create, um, obviously, as I said, angles and lines, but also just create some interesting direction with the limbs and everything. I don't want them always to be so the same on both sides, right? Here we go here. Even though both her knees are bent, we put her right knee up higher, left shoulder up higher. Okay, so those are some very simple tips that I know will help you. I can do a more further breakdown if folks actually want more of a posing breakdown video. I think that would actually be a pretty good video, but that's just me.
Mhm.
I'm biased, but I hope that helped. So let's review that real quick. One is, hold on, what the hell did I say? I was talking a lot. Oh, shooting threes,
Mhm.
right? Now that you have that in mind, one is look into the camera, look right off camera. That's 2 looks. Mouth open, mouth closed. That's 2 looks. Okay. An easy way to get the most natural mouth open look, okay, is just to have them breathe in right before you take the photo. 3, 2, and then that's the perfect amount. Boom, take the photo. That's 2 looks. And trust me, a lot of times, believe it or not, it sounds so stupid and simple, but everything I just shared with you will give you a completely different vibe of that portrait by just doing what I said. Looking into the camera, looking slightly off, completely different vibe. You're like, oh, damn, okay. And even though it's such a very simple, small trick, as well as breathing in and mouth closed, okay? And then after that, what was I talking about? Oh, if one arm is straight, one arm is bent. If one shoulder is up, one shoulder is down. If one leg is bent, one leg is straight. And it can be very slight and different variations of all that as well, right? Because if both are
Mhm.
bent, if both show both did I put it up there? I'm trying to see where. Okay, let's go. Hold on, brother. Okay. Again, if both these knees are bent, just put one up higher than the other. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And look at this. Put one up higher. Hey, can you turn your waist camera left? And she did. And put the shoulder more toward the camera. And that gives you a completely different vibe. If everything was the same height, it would be a very, very boring photo. It'd be a
Yeah.
snapshot. Does that make sense? But in this case, because I told you, lead from the front, you're taking control. Oh, okay. I like that. I like where you're going, but let's spice it up. put that knee up higher, turn your shoulder, and do the same thing, and it adds that drama, the story, some
Hmm.
intensity, some emotion, okay? So
Symmetry could look good if you can replace it with something that shows that, I'd say, like an effect. Like if somebody is like straight from the side,
mhm,
you have somebody sitting on a pole, like straight from the side, normally wouldn't look like anything, but since they're on a pole, it makes them look like they're floating because now they're up off of the ground, and it adds some
that's good.
dimension to the photo.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then also remember, folks, your general compositional rules still apply. Even though we're
Hmm.
talking about posing, it just further enhances the awesomeness of your photo. So in this case, when the knee closest to us is up higher, it's on that ledge, right? She's leaning forward, but look at the way her elbows are placed. One arm is down, one arm is up, one leg is higher, one leg is lower. And then I still have her framed. I have her framed from the branches. The branches are actually framing her in this shot. Okay. So composition still does matter. Here I'm shooting a little bit lower. And when I mean lower, lower means in in respective to her eye level.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, shoot lower. Okay, underneath her eye level. Shoot higher. Then that means I need to get above her eye level. So that's what
Hmm.
I mean by higher or lower. So here I'm about eye level slash a little lower, and that worked out. This one I am lower than eye level, but she's so far away. Okay. But look, I'm still using leading lines, rule of third. Well, this one she's kind of more center. And but I like the shot. Of course, leading lines here all damn day.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely
But look, one leg is straight, one leg is bent, one arm is bent, one arm is straight. And here she's looking directly in, and this is the two steps I mentioned earlier. Looking directly into the camera, mouth closed. She could have done the same thing, looked off camera left, right over my shoulder, breathed in through her mouth. It'll give you a completely different photo, different
Hmm.
energy, different everything. But guess what? You didn't even travel to get two different looks. It's just all these little micro posing tips that really make a huge difference. And as you're communicating here's one thing I do want to say. As you're communicating all that, the model will melt in your hands. You're in control. They feel way more confident that you know what you're doing and that you really want to make them look even better than what they imagine themselves. And I'm
Hmm.
telling you, they want you to lead. They want you to lead from male models to female models. They like to know the photographer is in charge and has a direction. They want to hear from you. This is what needs to get done. And um, and that they're doing a good job. Okay. So let's check out some of these comments. We're actually for once exactly on time. Who would have thought? Okay. Hold on. I think Macho Man Randy Savage has something to say about that.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that's what he said about that. Okay. Okay, so everybody's just hanging out. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, all right, Wayne. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate checking on in, man. Thanks for commenting, Derek.
Oh,
That's
no
awesome
problem.
stuff right there. Because sometimes I'm getting in my preacher mode and I forget the chats.
Nah, it's all
So,
good, man. Like
mm.
you can't stop you rolling, man. You was cooking right there.
I was just trying to help out, and I know you've heard me say all this crap, but
Yeah.
I really wanted this live stream to be informational and educational so that for those who are watching this on a restream can pick up these particular tips that I use all the time. I'm telling you, you can make a new model look like $1,000,000. I wish, let me see. I'm trying to find, dang, hold on. Um, a new model I just worked with. I don't have I should have uploaded those photos because she was a perfect example of what I was able to get out of her being a new model. It was incredible. And it's because of these little tips. I'm looking on my website, seeing if I have anything with a new face, with a new model. Let me go to Panasonic stuff. Maybe
I
I can.
know a lot of people aren't like real big people
Oh, here
person,
we go, brother. Check
but
this
like
out.
if when you talk to your models, when you're there on the thing, like you have some time, get to know the model. Like you don't have to be friends with the model, but the model being comfortable
Oh, rapport,
it
huh?
goes a long way. It goes along because you'll see them. They'll be posing. They'll be like, am I in the right position?" They'll be stiff. They won't know. But them actually being cool and knowing like they know that you know what you're doing, that goes a long way. And you knowing
Absolutely.
them. So
Absolutely. And this model here, she's very new, very new. I was her first professional photographer she worked with. We shot a couple weeks ago for the what camera did I use? Let's take a look. Oh, okay, for the S5 Mark II video.
mm,
Okay. So you can see right here I use the 16 and 28, the Sigma video, that lens, the Sigma lens. She's very new. Her first, but look, she just owned all the poses. Again,
yeah,
one leg is straighter, one is a little bent, one arm, and then I don't know. It's just I just love this pose. It's just so dramatic. And
yeah.
then here we are, one leg is straight, one leg is bent, and then it just works. And I'm telling you, this was her first professional photographer photo shoot. She only shot with friends and stuff like that, but she
Hmm.
killed it. She killed it.
Yeah.
You can get it. I can get if I can take this new model, make her look not new, you can too.
Hmm.
And I edit this whole thing inside of Lightroom. So I never needed to go to Photoshop, right? Look, a little
Yeah.
Dutch tilt goes a long way. Again, framing, rule of thirds, all that good stuff. But shoot, if I could get a new model to look like this, come on now. You can too. Look at this. She killed it. I have to give her a props though. See, look off, look into the here, look into the camera, look off to the camera. Totally different vibe. Totally different vibe, right? She did that, and then I got in even closer, you know? So these are just a few pics that
That's
I
cool.
got out of a model from her first professional photo shoot. Nothing special. There's the Lumix S5 Mark II with the Sigma 16 to 28 millimeter f2.8 lens. So I took a wide angle, a super wide angle lens, and I created these photos. Come on now, folks.
Yeah, those are good.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, here, she did it. One leg straight, one leg bent, one shoulder higher, one lower.
Hmm.
Now, did she nail everything out of the park? No. But I'm telling you, I'm very happy. These photos are on my website for a reason. She smashed it.
Hmm. And the more she's able to understand those poses, the more she's gonna
Oh,
get
she
better.
owned it.
Yeah.
Totally. But for her first professional photographer photo shoot, she killed it.
Hmm.
And part of it is leading from the front.
Hmm.
Let it let the models do what they do, but then as soon as you're like, okay, hold on, you're going a little too crazy, reel it back in. Does that make
Hmm.
sense? So anyway, let's get back to us. Woo! Let me just drink a little of this, man. I'm gonna need some serious green tea after today. I
That
think I'm
caffeine
gonna take that.
addiction.
Huh, brother?
That caffeine addiction.
No, it's just from the talking or something. I feel like anyway.
Hey man, you was around a lot of people, man. You might want to take that COVID test.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Let me think about that. Hold on. Let me think. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got oh, thanks, Chuck. I really appreciate it. Gotta run, but I enjoyed. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in, Chuck. I always appreciate it. Make sure, everybody, if you haven't already, which I know most of you do, but go ahead and subscribe to AP Studios and Vahography on YouTube right now. Vahography. Well, Chuck just posted his video. Shit, what was that? Yesterday. He had his live stream.
Oh,
And
the
Vahography,
V8, the V9, and all the other brands that they
that's
have.
right, talking about gear. And then
Mhm.
Vahography ranting about Jared Poland. So go ahead and check those out. I just watched that video before I started the live stream. It was more entertaining than I thought. And but that's what Vahagan does. He's an entertaining cat, and I like him a
Yeah.
lot. So you go check out their channels, all right? And then what else is there? Oh, let me check out the other comments. Thank you, Pi. Great tips on posing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that you appreciate it. And Derek and I, we're gonna be sharing more tips and tricks through our live stream. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I'm very excited. Matter of fact, what was the topic we just came up with? We came up with how to be an awesome assistant photographer. Yeah, I can't wait to do that one. Should we do that one next week, Derek? Are you down for that one?
Yeah,
That's
we could do
that's
that.
that's a good topic. That's a good topic.
We could do that.
Vic comes in. Hola, homies. Hey. Thank you very much, Vic, for checking us out. And Greg Corker says, excellent information. Thank you very much. And do remember, you can DM me, reach out to me, whatnot. Most importantly, please do subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, because I want to bring you more information like this. I'm more in my safe space talking about these particular tips and tricks and doing tutorials. Ironically, though, if I mention one camera brand, I get the views. But if I talk about useful information, I get used. Ayo, so there you go. You know what I mean? You don't get any props. So what can I say? Greg says he got here late and will replay. Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely do, because I broke everything down like methodically on work tips to working with new models. How to what did I go over real quick, Greg? Greg, I went over 4 topics: how to find the right model, like where to go and where to find them. I shared that. I also talked about once you do find them, how do you reach out to them? How do you best prepare yourself when you're reaching out to that model so that you come off professional as possible? And third thing was you must lead from the front. You must be a director, be in control, and communicate confidence. I talk about that. And then the fourth thing, as you saw, was my posing tips. I gave you several posing tips, very simple but yet effective ways to come up with more creative posing, quite honestly, because it get boring. You'd be like 100 photos into the same outfit. It can get boring. So
Yeah.
these little tips can help you really a long way for sure. So Greg, definitely, I hope you do check out the replay. Smash that like. All right, Derek, you already know what this time is, man. You already know, brother. You already know. Okay. All right, everybody. It's about almost 7 o'clock. We have to stop at 7. Derek and I'm telling you, we put in a lot of work. We talked for 2 hours before we even went live. All right. So that this show can be great for all of you. Please do watch on a replay if you missed out. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram, on everywhere else. Please do. Robert Silver Photography. All right. Also, come on now. Come on now. Oh, wait, hold on before I say come on now. Go ahead and follow Derek. Yeah, go ahead and follow Derek on Instagram, Derek Benton Photography. All right. And on your way out, please, I'd really appreciate it. Smash that like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. You already know what time it is. Come on now. All right. Now, remember, July 2nd, I have a in-person photography meetup over there in Mill Valley. That's right, Marin County, over north of San Francisco. It's going to be a beautiful hike. Very simple. All sorts of athletic levels are welcome. Any photographer, even if it's a cell phone, you're welcome to. Or you just want to come hang out with us, okay? And tomorrow, I have my next video dropping. It's my experience shooting runway photography with the Nikon Z9 and Z8. You don't want to miss that video. It will be live tomorrow afternoon. And guess what? All you got to do is subscribe to my channel. All right, that's it. And because you're here today, I'm hosting a very, very affordable price of free $99. Go ahead and press that subscribe and smash that like button, all right? All right, so with all that said, I really appreciate you all watching. I'm your host, your humble host with a sore throat, Robert Silver. And until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the